Now children, coming to third point, shift of demand curve. As I told you, in change in demand, no price effect. That is, in case of increase in demand, demand curve shifts to the right, and in case of decrease in demand curve shifts to the left. Mind you, in shift in demand curve, either the demand curve moves to the right or it moves to the left. Rightward movement will only be happen when there is increase in demand, and leftward movement will happen when there is decrease in demand. Children, on the side of change in quantity demanded or on the side of movement along the demand curve, you will be writing that demand curve remains the same. However, in the case of increase in quantity demanded, there is a downward movement but along the same demand curve. And in case of decrease in quantity demanded, there will be upward movement, but that is also on the same demand curve. Now, the fourth point is diagrammatic representation. You can see on x-axis you will be writing quantity demanded. On y-axis you will be writing price. Once again, in case of shift in demand curve, you need not to change the price. Price will remain constant. It will be a parallel line parallel to x-axis. And then the demand curve will be shifting from dd to d1 showing rightward shift, which is also known as increase. And when demand curve shifts from dd to d2, that will be known as downward movement or leftward shift. In the side of changes in quantity demanded, you will be making a single demand curve dd, and in that only demand curve, with the help of arrows, you will be showing the situation of contraction and expansion. Children, expansion is also known as extension. So the downward arrow shows extension and upward arrow shows contraction. The last point will be demand schedule. Demand schedule, you can see there will be in schedule there are always two columns. So here also there are two columns, price and quantity demanded. Price is constant, 10, 10, 10. Quantity demanded is changing. First it was 100, then it is 50, then it comes to 200. Children, you will be taking these type of values because you need to show both the rightward and the leftward shift. So when the price was 10, the demand was 100. When price remains the same, still demand decreases, that it comes to 50. This shows leftward shift. When price still 10, but the demand has increased from 50 to 200, that shows rightward shift, which is known as increase. In the column of quantity demanded, you will be writing, again you will be drawing a schedule, and for that you will be taking two columns, price and quantity demanded. Price is 10, quantity demanded is 120. Price it increases to 15, the quantity demanded reduces to 100. When price increases from 15 to 20, the quantity demanded decreases to 80. In the column of quantity demanded, price is continuously changing, you can see, right? Now once again the repetition, that extension and contraction in demand. Extension is the downward movement along the demand curve, which indicates the higher quantity is demanded for a given fall in the price of the good, and contraction is an upward movement along the demand curve, which indicates that lower quantity is demanded for a given increase in price of a good. That means in this, price changes, and if it is extension, price will fall, and if it is contraction, price will rise, right? Children, in this, from this topic, they can ask you a question in another format also. They can ask you to draw the distinction between decrease in demand and contraction in demand. So, I'll be telling you that also. So, decrease in demand, a decrease in demand means that the consumer now demand less at the given price level. Fine. And in column of contraction, in the meaning you will be writing, it states that fall in quantity demanded due to rise in the price of the less commodity. Fine. Now, reasons. Decrease in demand. The reasons for decrease in demand is price in substitute good. Price of substitute good falls. Second is price of complementary good rises. Third is income of the consumer falls in case of normal goods. Fourth, income of the consumer rises in case of inferior goods. And the fifth is that when preferences are unfavorable. But in the contraction of column, there is one and only reason for the operation of contraction is that it is caused by rise in the price of the commodity. Fine. Next basis, you can take schedule. In schedule again there are two columns, price and quantity demanded. In decrease in demand, you will be taking price as a constant value, as I have taken in the slide 4 and 4. Demand is 10 and then 8 because I am showing decrease only. Now in the column of contraction, I will be taking price 1, the demand was 10 units. When price increases to 2, the demand reduces to 8. And the last, you can take diagram or you can take curve. as a point of distinction, and in the curve you will be drawing the curve as I have drawn in the slide. Right, children? This question can also be asked in the opposite format. That is, they can ask you the distinction between increase and expansion. So you can see in the slide, the first basis is meaning. In the column of increase, you will be writing an increase in the demand curve that consumers now demand more at the given price. In expansion, or you can say extension, you will be writing, it states that rise in the quantity demanded due to fall in the price of the commodity. Second basis, there was also column, here it's also a column. In column of increase, you will be writing all the causes of increase in demand. So the first is price of substitute goods rises. If you have remembered, in the column of decrease, we have written price of substitute good falls, right? So here the price of substitute goods will rise. Second reason is price of complementary good falls. Third reason is income of the consumer rises in case of normal goods. Fourth, income of the consumer falls in case of inferior goods. Fifth, when preferences are favorable. But in the column of expansion, the cause is only and only one, that is, it is caused by fall in the price of commodity. Next, you can take schedule as a basis. In column of schedule, again there are two columns, in price and quantity demanded. In increase in demand, the price remains constant, that is 4 and 4. Demand has to increase, that is when price was 4, still demand was 8. When price remains the 4, still demand is increasing from 8 to 10 units. In expansion, you will be taking the price and the price has to change because we are showing expansion. So we have to lower down the price. So the first value I have taken is rupees 2. The demand was of 8 units, and when the price reduces to 1, the demand increases from 8 to 10. Now the diagram you can see, in the column of extension you will be drawing diagram like this. In the column of increase you will be drawing diagram like this, because you will be showing a rightward shift in increase. And in extension the same demand curve will be there, which shows that when price falls, quantity demanded increases. So children, today we have studied about the topic change in demand and change in quantity demanded. So we have studied about the change in demand and change in quantity demanded. I hope this topic is clear. Children, after completing this topic, we come to end of chapter number 2. You will be preparing this chapter well. Children, today I will be sending you the notes, that is a PDF related to the notes of the entire chapter, as well as after viewing this video, you will be doing worksheet. And if you have any query, any doubt, any confusion, you can WhatsApp me on my personal WhatsApp number. That's all for today, children. In the next class, we'll be starting up with the next chapter. Thank you so much.